Hello and good evening, Richard.
Hello and a good evening to you, Heavy Metal Gaming.
So, for those watching, if we remember, due to the fiasco stream, we'll call it, where the game decided to crash on us, I learned it was a server crash, not a game crash. The actual server itself crashed. But yeah, due to that, I had to kind of rebuild where we were at. And if you all remember, during that last stream, we were also talking about me editing the precision farming equipment to give it greater range. I didn't end up doing that because literally the very next day, the Isaria Pro extended with color changing mod came out from the guy who does that on every version of the game. So we have that instead.
Yay! And what are we doing? Because there are no contracts, and I'll take it we're going to be doing our own fields.
That would be the general idea.
Right.
But I don't know if we even have anything to do.
Right. We've got one field that needs lime. And we've got another field that needs that needs doing. So I am going to go to field, whatever field this is.
What do you mean by doing?
I would say, do we have a mulcher?
I don't think we do.
Okay, so that process we can't do. So that.
But you can check the garage.
Sure.
Hey, Scorp.
Roses are red, violets are blue, Scorp's back, and boogers to you.
I do not see a mulcher in here.
I see a
So can we afford one?
I don't know.
Alright, well, since we're on and we're started, I'm going to turn the time back on as soon as I log in. I tried to turn the time back on and it didn't do it. And then I realized it's because I never logged in as admin.
Yeah. Okay, we got grass to harvest, and whatever we're going to do with that, I have no idea.
You wouldn't really want to cut grass in the rain.
Is it? I've got no rain. It's not raining for me.
It's pissing it down for me.
Not for me, Dean.
Yay, server's out of sync. That's always fun. Thank you, Husky.
And what we're going to do with this barley?
You're going to go sell it.
I'm going to go sell it. Best price.
For a moment there, I thought you were doing the McDonald's theme song.
Who?
You!
No. I was going. I don't even know what McDonald's theme song is. Didn't he get arrested for indecent exposure?
No. This is a great map, Scorp. I agree. Alright, what's this number 1 and number 2 shit all about? Did I turn something on that I don't know about, or did YouTube add something new that I don't know about? Which is the most likely.
I don't know. I think it's probably something that YouTube put on because it's so that people know who's been talking the most.
Husky, this is Judith Plains, Montana. It's a 4X map, so PC only.
Yeah, it's a lovely big map. I like big maps.
And yes, map is in the title of the stream.
Yeah.
I've been slacking, so there's no download link. I used to do that always, but I've been slacking lately.
He's been slacking and whacking it.
Yeah, something like that. Scorp, being a moderator, though, can post a link if he wants to. Yeah, sorry, Husky. If you're on console, you're out of luck.
Yeah, sorry, kiddo. I used to be a console player.
You know what I wish I had installed? And didn't? I wish I had
females with bigger boobs.
I mean, no. That's a you thing. I was gonna say I was gonna say the new Batwing mower on the mod hub that's also a mulcher and a stump cutter.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
In you go, baby. There you go.
Don't you have permission to pin, Scorp? But they're done. I'll have to look into your permissions because you should be able to pin. You're one of the OG moderators, so you should be a super moderator unless I messed it up.
And I'm a no moderator because I'm never on.
Yeah, there's that. No, Scorp, I'm pretty sure they, for the super moderators, they added the ability to pin and do other things that only the host used to be able to do. But I could be wrong. I'm frequently wrong.
And also that they've changed your little mini map, I think, on here because now I'm actually getting road names.
Yeah, there was an update to the map, I believe.
Yeah. Okay, I'm coming back. I am coming back.
Back from what?
Dropping off that load.
Oh, okay.
The rest of the barley that has now been sold.
You know what, Scorp? I might have forgotten to promote you to super moderator like I thought I did. Because you weren't around for so long.
Correct.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that after the stream. Oh, okay, that's those up there. I want those the same color. And then this. There we go. Yeah. So, you wanted a mulcher? Is this actually a mulcher, though? Now that I say that. It says maxi cut, but what does that actually mean? Yeah, it says mulcher. Okay. Now I gotta do that all over again, but it's easy. One mulcher at the store for you, sir.
Okay, I'm just looking for where our farm is. It's on the back end of this Jack Daniels in it.
No, Scorp, I can do it anytime I want, but let me just go do it right now.
How big's the mulcher?
Not huge, but not tiny. I don't know how big it was. I wasn't paying attention.
Because these are big fields.
Yeah, they're kind of big fields. Yes, you are only a standard moderator. Well, shame on me. Alright. Everyone, pardon me for a moment while I go and
Out of my nose.
Change this. Oh, well, that's frustrating. Hold on. Yeah, something like that, Scorp.
Okay, big buddy.
All right, Scorp. Now try to control the pin. You may need to refresh, but you are now a managing moderator.
Does that mean you got to pay him £3.50 an hour?
No. And that is a 5.9 meter mulcher.
God.
It's the best one that we could get at the moment with our current budget.
Fair enough.
And why did I start leaving the farm without picking up the mowers? I know you wouldn't normally mow in the grass, but we're going to do it. Actually, yes, Scorpion, you get to double. I will triple your pay.
So you're going to give him 3 bounty bars instead of 2?
It won't let me. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Oh, that won't let me do that. Change that permission. That's nice. Not. Alright. Whatever. I was going to set the weather, and I just learned that that is limited to single player only.
Like I say, I've got lovely blue skies.
Which is so funny. Because I'm dead serious. It is pouring down rain on my game. And you're also at the farm, or at least you were.
Yeah, I'm picking up this mulcher.
Yeah, and it was raining for me all the way to the store and back, so...
I'm just watching out for the chickens.
That are everywhere on the map right now. Scorp, do you have that problem with this map? Where there's livestock just randomly roaming everywhere on the map? Chickens, sheep, and goats? I haven't seen any cows yet, I don't think.
Chicken, lay that leg for me.
Woo, woo, overturned, oversteered, big time.
Overpriced and over here.
No, that was oversexed and over there. And it was about American servicemen during World War II. But, know your history.
I've got the film called The Longest Day.
Good film.
Shame it's in black and white.
Maybe Scorp, but that just kind of seems odd. Multiplayer should have no effect on where stuff spawns on the map. As far as animals. Oh yeah. Barbecue sandwich sounds good. But my dinner was pretty good. Lady Metal made some cooked up some wonderful, amazing bacon that we buy, and we had, well, BLTs, no lettuce for me and no tomato for her. So I had a BT, she had a BL. But that bacon is so good.
Whatever happened to Babe, it's in Heavy Metal Gaming's belly.
Nice. I don't know what your M is there, Scorp, but I had mayo, well, specifically Miracle Whip, on my bacon and tomato sandwich. Delicious. Husky, I don't remember. Did you find my channel for the gaming, or did you find my channel for the dogs, and by pure chance happen to like both?
Where have you got your cam on? Your dog cam on? Or are
Yeah,
they upstairs?
I do.
Okay, that's good.
I do. That's cool, Husky. I'm glad. They're the real stars of the show, especially when they're acting like hams like they are right now.
Oh yes. What was Bear eating in the back garden?
I'll get to that in a minute. Thank you, Scorp. Scorp said that he subbed because he was looking for idiot streamers that played FS. Thanks, Scorp. I love you too, man. Get back, Diesel. Go over there on the dog bed, please. Now, what are you talking about buried?
I said Bear. He was eating something on one of your shorts yesterday.
Who the hell knows what he was eating in the backyard? Sticks, poop, both. But the one short where he was eating something on the dog bed in the living room, and I said, I hope it's not poop. I hope it's a piece of dog food. Well, unfortunately, it was poop.
I'm definitely not letting your dog lick my face.
He likes stealing Sugar's poops and eating them. He's a weird little dog.
Yes, the chickens are in this field.
Oh, Scorp, that was so long ago. I don't remember, man. I streamed like 5 different games back then on my birthday, when I had a little more energy at that time.
Which birthday?
The first one that I did a birthday multi-live stream for. Because I've owned... Scorp's been around since like basically the beginning of the damn channel.
Yeah, that's alright.
And that first birthday stream was 5 or 6 months into the channel. Maybe not even that much. I don't remember what month I started it in. Let's see. I think it was August. So August... No, it wasn't. It was October. So October, November, December, January. That's only 4 months. So I guess... Yeah, he was very early on.
I've been doing a lot of Grand Theft Auto lately.
Nice. Yeah, Scorp, I need to do that again. As you are aware, I kind of skipped it this year, but I had other things going on my birthday this year. It was a great stream, though. And I think I only had about 20 subs back then. When you subscribed, maybe even less. That birthday stream set, though, I think I picked up like 40 or 50 subs because of that. And I have a lot of games to give away still. I've actually added more back to it, back to the set. So
Are the codes workable?
all of them should be. And if they're not, I make it good. Like I had one for a game that Steam pulled off for being inappropriate in some manner. I think the guy that wrote the game was convicted of being a pedophile or something, based on the rumors at least. And so the key for that was no longer any good. And yeah. So I forget
Okay.
who had picked that, but I let him pick a different game. You know. You take care of your people.
You do. And that's how come on here. Because you took care of me in my days of need.
Oh, I just had some lag.
I know, so did I. Don't worry, so did I. And I'm running over these chickens.
Speaking of, we didn't really need to abort last time around. We could have kept going. We only lost about 10 minutes or less of our progress.
Oh well. It had gone, so we thought we'd give it a night on that one.
Yeah, we'd already been going an hour and a half anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And that was 3 weeks ago.
I know.
I haven't
Yes,
done nothing
thank you,
in 3
Scorp.
weeks. I've done nothing in 3 weeks.
Well, whose fault is that? I've seen you play in other games. You could have streamed them.
Yeah, it
I would've
depends on what
watched.
people want and laughed, especially if I was playing Grand Theft Auto. I'm rubbish at that.
I'm pretty rubbish at it too.
I'm waiting. For me to stream, I'm waiting for that new Giants Motorsport to come out.
You weren't on the one for FS19? I thought you were on the one for FS19, Scorp. The very first one that I did. But maybe it was later. I don't remember. Like I say, it's been too long.
Well, Dylan, the good news is this thing goes 12 miles an hour.
Yes. It might be kind of narrow, but it is fast.
Can I tweak it?
No. Actually, I'm waiting for that modder to come out with the bigger one that we used back on FS22 on on Cavalier Roy's maps. That was a really good version of that.
Well, we're not doing too bad.
What do you mean? Oh, the stupid time.
No, it's raining.
I signed in as admin and never remembered to turn up the time.
Don't worry, folks. He does this, or he'll keep his "I'll be back soon" poster up while we're doing stuff.
I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah. And since you put the time on, guess what?
It's raining. I heard you. Yep.
It's raining.
That's why we weren't in sync, because the time wasn't moving.
That's okay. Only 24 minutes into it.
Shut up. I'm terribly forgetful. You know this.
Join the club, sunshine. It's called old age.
Oh no, I've always been that way. Always.
Have you got your ice water?
No, I have my scotch.
Oh yeah, because you're not working tomorrow. Till someone phones and says, I got a problem with my environment.
Shut up, don't say that. It could happen. Yeah, Scorp. There should have been, on that day, there should have been ATS, Subnautica, FS25, and I think Hitman. Or maybe Far Cry, one of those two. I did like 4 or 5 streams that day. And then there was the year that I had like a whole week off for my birthday and did several days worth of birthday week streams. I think that was last year actually. And then I did nothing this year. Whoops. Life got in the way this year. I had other things going on. Like still recovering from the big twins pushing me down the stairs.
I got to send them a gift.
Kiss my ass.
With the words "try harder."
Yeah, you keep saying that.
I think they deserve a couple. I think they deserve some treats.
Oh, they got nice carrots today. They love carrots. I think that's their favorite treat.
Well,
Alexander looked up at me like, "What, Dad? Carrots? I don't see any carrots." I went back to chewing on his rope.
I take it you mean, do you give
Be
them
good.
whole counts or like slices of carrot?
Like baby carrots, which are cut and peeled carrots. They're not really baby carrots. They're just called that because when they're cut and peeled, they're made smaller in size. Don't go cuffing your carrot now.
Reminds me of something else.
Like I said, don't go cuffing your carrot now. Have a good one, Husky. I'll be around.
Dropping by. Have a good night.
Almost midnight. That must be over by you. Husky must be in the UK.
Probably, because yeah, it's midnight almost. It's the 4th of July, and we're taking back what was rightfully ours.
Ah! I dare you to try. It won't go well. Husky says yes, he's in the UK. Or she. I assume he,
yeah.
But...
Yeah, we know. We always think it's a he.
Well, think about it. How many females are there in the FS community? There are some, but there's not many. And then there's some that claim to be female, and they're really not.
No.
Yeah, it's a guy. Confirmed. Scorp, I will also be alone for at least part of this weekend. Lady Metal has her season tickets to the races to go to on Saturday. So all day Saturday I'll be alone. And next weekend I'll be alone. It's a double race, so I'll be alone all day Friday and Saturday. You can expect me to get into some trouble. As in, there will be the regular Thursday night stream, there will be a Friday night stream, and there may be some content on Saturday as well. Or I might just sit down and record a bunch of vintage survival.
And hi, FS farmers. Carry on. I was just saying hi to FS Farmers, who's just said hello
Oh,
to me in my chat.
I didn't have anything else to say. Sorry.
Okay.
I've also blathered on a lot already in this stream.
I'm just sitting back watching and thinking how much oxygen you're using.
Bite me. Oh my goodness, my dogs are so goofy.
So you're going to get into a lot of trouble. So what's his name?
No. One, it would be a she. Two, not that kind of trouble. You say that Lady Metal would kill me for the backyard.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
True.
But for that, she would kill me.
I think anyone would. Pardon me? Pardon me?
Oh. Oh, that was a bad time to read chat. I choked on my whiskey. Scorpion says, I claim to be a toaster that only makes burnt toast.
Well, he could have said, I claim to be a standing lamp. Well, I'm still not going to shove light bulbs up his arse.
I thought that's what you claimed to be.
No, I am a black inflatable penguin.
Ay, ay, ay. What are you doing, by the way? Mulching? That's right, never mind.
Yes, you told me to mulch it. I've got a small ass mulcher and I'm mulching this field.
I didn't tell you to mulch. You said you wanted to mulch. That we needed to mulch.
Yes, because we're on precision farming and of course you need the mulch.
Yes. Although that irritates me just a little bit because in real life there are some direct seeders and planters that you don't mulch because they do it for you. And that's not covered in the game, and I wish it was.
No. And George, you should be in bed, mate. What are you doing up? George is on.
You could, Scorp. You could. Hi, George.
Yeah.
How's the jungle? Anyone get that reference?
Yes, I did. Thanks, George. He's gone because he says him good night. So
watch out for that tree. Have a good night, George. Thank you for the like.
I mean, our friend Chris, he did almost an 8-hour stream.
Woo! George of the jungle, strong as he can be. George of the jungle, watch out for that boof tree. I watched that movie a lot when I was a kid.
We can tell.
I mean, that movie launched his career. And then he refused to do the sequel. So we got that other guy who was just not right.
Yeah, we know. I always thought it was Enchilada Man.
And Encino Man?
Yeah, or as in England, it was called California Man.
How dumb. But I guess you wouldn't know that Encino's a city in California. But you still could have just left the title alone and let people figure it out if they cared to.
But like saying, or maybe Radioheads.
Yeah. Although that one was kind of dumb. as far as I'm concerned. It was funny, but dumb. Scorp says he likes enchilada man. Don't lie, Scorp. You like enchilada woman, as in your wife. That was some good scotch. This bottle's lasted me a long time.
I prefer alcoholic-free scotch.
So, brown water. Alright.
So,
Now.
it's the same as down at the Yellowstone.
Yeah. I think brown water's worse.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, wow, that's some lag.
Yeah, I'll just add it as well.
I'm an equal opportunity enchilada lover. I like beef and cheese, cheese only, chicken. Alright, I'm with you. I'm with you. Pork too. But I had one enchilada that made me just not eat enchiladas for a while. And that was a fish enchilada. It was pretty gross.
Rated. Was it haddock?
I did not ask what variety of fish it was. The waiter talked me into it, and I told him if I don't like it, I'm not paying for it. And he said okay. So I ordered it. I hated it. They made me something else.
Nothing like 2-week-old kippers.
Well, they probably used some variety of fish that I don't like tilapia. Tilapia is really popular in Mexican restaurants that serve fish, and I hate tilapia. Ugh.
Well, this field's getting done anyway, so we're not doing too bad.
Nice, and it's still pouring rain though.
Yes, but I can still do what I need to do.
Yeah, yeah. I shouldn't really be mowing, but whatever.
When is it going to stop raining?
I don't know. I didn't look. No, Scorp. Tilapia is a real fish. They're just disgusting. Here's one for you, though. I also hate fake crab. You know what fake crab is made from?
Yes, I do.
Most people don't. Fake crab meat is made from the not quite waste parts, but not normally useful parts of fish like cod. It's ground up and turned into a paste, given an artificial crab flavoring, and called crab meat.
Or crab cake, or crab sticks.
Yep. No, you can get real crab cakes that are actually made from crab, but yeah.
No, I say crab sticks.
I thought you said both. Sorry.
No, crab sticks.
Yep. Fake crab is just fish. So, people who tell me that they hate fish and then sit there and eat fake crab, I want to slap them.
I know, it's like this woman on YouTube who claimed to be a vegan, and she was eating a fish sandwich.
It makes me think of this joke video from Facebook Reels or YouTube Shorts. I forget where I saw it at, but it's this guy. He's on a video call with somebody else, with his friend, right? And his friend orders him food, and the guy gets the food, and it's like a burger. And he says, "Come on, man, you know I'm vegan." And the other guy says, "Yeah, it's a vegan burger." So the guy starts eating it and then talking about how good it is. And then he says some comment like, "This is the best fake meat I've ever had. Where'd you get it?" And the guy on the other end of the video call's like, "What do you mean fake meat?" And the conversation that ensues is something like, the guy on the other end of the call thought that vegan just meant that it had to be all natural grass-fed beef. And that was funny. That was funny. The guy started like trying to make himself puke and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I have had some nice veggie burgers.
Not me, and I never will because I just won't eat them. If I want black beans, I will order black beans, not a freaking burger. If I want a burger, I'm gonna order a burger. I want meat, real meat, none of that vat-grown shit that they sell in Chicago. Blech. Yeah. I want meat that used to be an animal walking the earth. The proper circle of life, thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Caveman.
Oh. Oh.
I have been watching these streams on Facebook. They are AI generated.
Yeah.
And the gorillas.
Okay.
They're really funny.
I think I've seen one of those where a gorilla names an Asian baby, and to do it he takes a rock and bounces it off of some pans, and he says, "Name him Ding Ding Dong."
Yeah.
That's right, Scorp. I eat cows. Gronk like meat. There's another reference if anybody gets it.
Me, Tarzan, you, Jane.
No, Gronk like meat. Nothing about Tarzan.
Would that be the Roots?
Nope. It's a pretty obscure reference.
The Croots. Sorry, the Croots.
Yeah, that's the Caveman Family cartoon, right?
Yes.
With Nicolas Cage as the voice of the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the belt, which is a sloth.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Tarzan does like Jane's roast beef. Beef curtains.
I think the only best Tarzan and Jane film I've seen is the one with Bo Derek in it.
No, the cartoon was the best one. The old cartoon.
Oh, there goes the plane. I've just seen its shadow.
Yeah, I think that pilot's lost. He's supposed to be dusting somebody's field, but it sure ain't ours. We didn't hire him.
No.
Yes.
What, you're going to put in this field? Because we can skip a part if we've got a direct drill.
Well, yeah. I don't know what we're going to put in the field. What do you want to put in the field?
Well, we're not keeping anything, so I was thinking maybe some more cash crops to try and do stuff, because we don't seem to be doing anything.
So I don't think our planter is a direct planter. Our seeder, it doesn't say here whether it is or not. Maybe I have to go over here.
You know, you can just add one line of code.
Yes, I do know. Okay, our seeder is a direct drill. And
I'll be doing some direct drilling later.
we don't have we have a base game planter apparently.
Yeah.
Our planter is not direct seed. We don't own the brewery though, Scorp.
We own nothing at the moment. We own virtually nothing.
We own our fields and our farm, and that's it. Oh,
Yeah.
well, and our equipment, of course. We have a rule that there's no renting, no leasing.
No, and also I can't borrow the stuff from the main from the main dealership, which is usable.
Yeah. Did you know that, Scorp, that you can drive down to the dealership and steal all that equipment parked outside and use it?
You can't jump into it through waypoints, but you can.
You have to walk up to it to get in it, but yeah.
Yeah, you can't teleport into it.
Richard will be using his self-propelled driller.
I am the driller killer. I will drill holes into anything, so don't bend over.
That's just wrong. Now you sound like Damon Wayans from The Last Boy Scout.
Who?
I just told you who.
The Last Boy Scout. Was that with Bruce Willis?
Yep.
I think I've only ever seen it once.
I've only seen it once also. But I remember that part of Damon Wayans being in the bar and talking about basically screwing anything with two legs and a heartbeat. And the bartender basically says, stay on your own side of the bar. I'm like, yeah, bartender, I'm with you.
Well, I think in the next couple
Actually,
of
hold on. Go ahead, sorry.
Next couple of hours, it's going to stop raining. Let's have a look. Okay, so you've done this one because we've got sandy loam. Loam.
They should all be done. All of our fields should be done for soil sampling. Did I miss
How
one?
many times did no, just saying, how many times did you have to soil sample it?
None. Just the one that we did on the last stream. It saved after that.
No, I mean, you said you've done all the fields, so how many times did you have to go into the field to do your what you call it?
I don't remember.
Oh. Because I thought you worked an extra range one.
Yeah, now. But when I did them, we didn't have it yet.
Okay.
Looks like a Butt Sniffers Anonymous train, which would be appropriate for the area.
The fisheries are coming.
BNSF, I was right. Butt Sniffers Anonymous. I know they are, sir. I watched Mr. Sealy P's video on it. I watched Scroft's video on it. I watched the Farm Sim guy's video on it. By which I mean I put all of them on mute and pushed play, and then just picked one to actually not have on mute, which was Mr. Sealy P. But I wanted to give all of them watch credit, because I like all of them.
Yeah.
So, Scorp, how are you getting your gear? Are you using the store deliveries mod? I'm also wondering if when we get to fishing, because they're talking about like fishing from shore with a pole, if they will just automatically put fish in every body of water on any map. If that's going to be like base game coded with the expansion. I hope so. Because that would mean we can fish on this map. There's a little lake right over here not far from our farm.
Let's go fishing, let's go fishing, do, 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 let's go fishing, do, do, do.
Alright, Dory. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
I'll just hit some lag, or I'm doing some massive burnouts on this field.
You must have hit some lag because I'm fine. Actually, I'm not fine. I was at 110 plus millisecond ping. Oh, I like this sailboat bouncing up and down in the water here. But that's a really big sailboat for such a tiny pond. The houseboat's huge too, but it's motorized, so it's probably okay. Sailboat ain't even got time to get up to any kind of speed.
I'd love a houseboat.
Well, there's a houseboat on this map.
No, just saying, I'd love a houseboat. In real life.
Yeah. Oh, you can get on this houseboat. That is freaking awesome. If I had known that, I would have made this our home by putting a doormat on it for a sleep trigger.
Yeah.
That is freaking awesome. Okay, that's starting to make me ill. It's glitching out. It glitched out. I'm stuck.
Oh, it glitched now. Oh no, you'll have to teleport yourself.
Already did.
I've almost finished this field. I say almost, I'm doing the outsides now. Oh, this is that thunder.
Yeah, it would be awesome if you could go in that boat, Scorp. I would definitely do a role play with that boat. Look at him do that job. See right here, Scorp. See him? 2 sheep in the middle of our field, along with 2 chickens. Right there. And then if I drive over here, yeah. There's another sheep right there by the play spot. Oh, there's 2 of them because there's one laying down there by the parking lot. And then there's that one. And there's a couple of chickens running around by the main farm. I mean, the main store, rather. Have you come down here and checked? When you get time the next time you're playing, if you're coming to sell something right here, check and see if these sheep are here. The 2 white sheep that are in our field were over here with these 2 brown ones. It's a little weird though, roaming sheep. Ooh, I'll be right back. I gotta tab out for a minute. I did a stupid. Richard, yell at me for doing a stupid.
You're an idiot.
Thank you. Do you know what I forgot?
You forgot to take off your. I'll be back soon.
No. Scorp would have yelled at me a long time ago if that was the case.
Okay. Then no, I don't.
I didn't start the watching of you.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh, I am worried about it. You got to get your credit times 2, since I have 2 channels to watch you with at once.
I've only got one.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yes, you do, Scorp. You yell really loud. Get all the correct screens back up. There we go.
I usually yell really loud when the.
Why'd you leave 20 liters of barley in the combine?
I didn't.
You did.
I did not.
I'm looking at it right now. Scorp, tell him he left 20 liters of barley in this combine.
I didn't empty it. You did.
No, I didn't. It was from our midstream interruption. And I believe at the time you were self-emptying because I was spreading lime or fert on the grass field.
That is a vicious rumour, sir. That I was not self. That's a vicious rumour, sir. How dare you?
I dare. Deal with it.
I demand satisfaction, sir. I slap your face with my glove.
Ooh, kinky. I'll give you some satisfaction.
See? Now look who's got the dirty mind this week.
Yeah.
He must be drunk, folk. He must be drunk.
I'm not drunk. Barely had enough to get a nice, easy buzz going, which is all I wanted. I don't like being drunk. Just mellow.
They call him Mellow Yellow.
Quite right. No?
They call him Mellow Yellow.
Quite right. And that's all I remember from the song.
Because he's eating yellow snow.
Ew, no. Although, again, I would rather eat yellow snow than drink brown liquid. Yes, Scorp, you should. There we go. That's how we're parking the combine. Like the lazy asshole that I am.
You said it.
You're right, I did.
Although I was very disappointed with that, with the new Joker film.
New Joker film. I can't say as I've seen it.
You don't want to.
Who plays the Joker?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh yeah, no thanks. The last good Joker is deceased now.
Yeah, we know. But it's like I say, you don't want to watch it. It's a musical.
Oh, disgusting. So you see this sign right here? I want this sign. No, it says if at first you don't succeed, buy a Farmall. This sign, sign is for the real sign is available on Amazon for purchase, but they want too much money for it.
Don't they always?
Yeah, and this is not a sign. This is the cover of a book. John Deere, Yesterday and Today. Also available on Amazon. I don't know about that Sunoco gasoline sign. Let's see. Maybe. This other Farmall sign is available. Amazon is such a wonderful place.
Maybe the guy's got a deal.
That Mallard seed corn sign I've seen available somewhere. That John Deere sign's available somewhere. Yeah, that mobile oil sign with the Pegasus is available somewhere. But check this out. Old Bushmills whiskey, famous over 300 years. What Irish whiskey do I drink? Bushmills.
Bushmans.
Mills, not Mans. Oliver 77. That's a nice sign too. I'd love to have that in real life. But spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I'll be putting some signs up in my shed soon.
Okay.
And that will be on a video.
Okay. Take it one who's going to say no girls allowed.
Oh, hell no. I want all the girls. Unfortunately, they don't want me, and if they came around anyway, Lady Metal would either kill them or scare them off. Scorp says, lame Quinn Phoenix.
He wasn't. He's not too bad. But yeah, I watched it and I went, "What the hell is this load of rubbish?"
Come on.
Because the other Joker was palatable to watch, but this one was definitely not.
How is it still raining? There we go.
No, it's finished raining for me.
Yeah, it just finished for me too. Yeah, I there's been a couple things I've liked him in Scorp, but not a lot.
I've seen the new Gladiator film as well.
Yeah? Is he in that too?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was going to get mad.
Although there is a bit of a twist in it, which how it's possible, I don't know. You know the first one. You know when Maximus was in the Waycoit and that kid came up, Lucius.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, in this one, you find out that that's actually his son.
I already knew that. I knew that from the first movie.
But how is that possible?
You obviously didn't pick up on the wordplay in the first movie, because they were pretty sly about it. But if you paid attention, wow, I just jumped like a freak maniac halfway down a building. And through a door. They hinted at it pretty strongly in the first movie if you paid enough attention, because they talked about how her husband, his mother's husband, had died around the time that she got pregnant, and then there was the fondness that she had for Maximus. It was pretty clear that he cheated on his wife, even though he loved her very much, just because he was gone for so long away from home.
Yeah. Other than that, it was still a nice, good film.
That's good. I'll have to watch it one of these days. Ooh, we don't own this farm, but I can open the door. I want up there. Let me up there. There's a printer and a computer. How do I get up there? Stairs. I'm invading someone else's farm. Ew, they're ordering case. I'm out.
Nothing wrong with case.
Sure there is. His brother was better. Who the hell's his brother? And what am I supposed to be doing? Hooking up to the air seeder, right?
I think he's talking about the the brother that died.
I don't know who you're talking about, either one of you.
Walking Phoenix.
I didn't know he had a brother.
No, sorry, River Phoenix.
Oh, I guess I did know that. I didn't realize they were brothers. I just thought they had the same last name.
No.
Where? Oh, I know where I put my cedar. I'm like driving around aimlessly looking for the cedar.
Well, I can safely say this one is almost done.
And what are we planting?
Good day, Becky. Thank you for joining.
Ooh. Brakes on the downhill don't work very good.
No.
Lag!
Yeah, I know. I'll just hit it.
Wow.
Don't worry. I know. We're getting there. We're not doing too badly. We are. We are almost done.
I have to drive all the way back to the store.
Did you forget something?
No, we have no seed in our cedar, but we have a bunch of seed sitting on the ground at the store.
That we do. Did you forget to put some in there?
No, we didn't have seed when I brought it back to the farm.
Oh, right, okay. So, what are you planning on doing on the 4th of July for yourself? Anything other than wake up with a hangover?
I won't wake up with a hangover. I haven't had enough to drink. I've actually never had a hangover, believe it or not. Because I don't get drunk. I drink one, sometimes, very rarely, two, and then I quit while I'm ahead. But no, I will be spending Friday morning, so tomorrow morning, out in the yard, working on the yard, making it even nicer.
You gonna cut up any of that wood?
Depends if I can fix the leak in that tire or prop that thing up so that it doesn't collapse sideways.
Use a puncher repair kit. Use a puncher repair kit.
I don't have one. And I don't know, I ordered one. I don't know if it's going to come in time.
Okay. Well, no, because bank holiday, isn't it? So it's not. So you shouldn't get no parcels or anything tomorrow, should you?
Nope. Except Amazon. Amazon still delivers. But they said Saturday or Sunday, so.
Okay.
But anyway, there's no puncture in it to repair as far as I can find. I will have to dismount the tire and do the soapy water tub test and look for air bubbles coming out.
As I say, leaky valve?
Could be a leaky valve, which if it is, I'll just replace the whole valve stem, because I have some. It could also be leaking around the bead, because that rim is pretty frackin' rusted.
Yeah. So what, rebeading?
It would be dismount the tire completely and use the grinder with the or my drill, one or the other, with a wire brush in it, and clean up the metal because it's steel rims, and then paint them, and then remount the tire and hope it seals. Ideally it would, but so what are you thinking, sir? Wheat for our cash crop?
I would have gone with the old soybeans because that's always been a money maker, hasn't it?
Our seeder, our direct drill seeder, does not do soybeans.
Okay.
You have a choice of wheat, barley, oat, canola, long grain rice, oilseed radish, grass, peas, spinach, alfalfa, clover, and back to wheat.
Whatever floats your boat.
Out of those options, I'm going to go with wheat.
Okay.
What heat?
Okay. If you think that can be a nice money maker.
Scorp says oats, so that's 2 votes. What do you vote for? What do your viewers vote for out of that list?
It's only me. Clover.
If we're going to get cows, clover wouldn't be a bad idea.
But we need money.
We do need money. But, you know. So you're almost done with the mulching. Did you already do the small field?
More field.
50. You were in 54. Did you do 50? Doesn't look like it.
No, I've only just done 54.
Funny enough, it says mulched in 50, even though it hasn't been. I might have goofed something up when I was trying to fix the fields, because I was using Easy Dev tools. So I might have accidentally left the mulched in there turned on, which is fine. Whatever. Just means we get to skip it this time around.
Okay. I mean, number 52.
Is that the one you're in right now?
No, I mean the next one across from 52. I mean 52 actually has nothing in it. Right?
Yeah.
It's already been done by the looks of it. It just there's nothing in it. Just needs planting.
Yeah, it's a nice seed bed.
It's a very nice seedbed.
So,
right up. This one's finished
corn.
mulching.
Corn in 52. As with the plan of turning it into silage.
Okay.
But that means we have to get a forage harvester.
Yeah. And we can't afford it, so stick something down that we can afford.
So make it another grass crop for now to use for silage until we can afford corn. Afford the forage harvester.
No, I thought we were going for barley or wheat.
Well, that too. Or oats. Because Scorp isn't wrong. Oats do make pretty good money when you're just selling them.
Yeah.
So my question for you, sir, what would you prefer to do? Would you prefer to run the forage wagon to pick up the grass? Or would you prefer to do the seeding?
Field. I'm mulching this next.
I'm aware of that. I mean, as your next job.
What were the two?
What do you mean? The options?
What were the? Yes.
Seeding.
Right.
Or using the forage harvester to pick up grass.
I'll pick up the grass.
Okay. I will leave the forage harvester in the shed and go back to the seeder then. I definitely want to do wheat in one field because we can get chickens. We have an empty chicken coop sitting here. And
Well, we
oats
got
can't be
empty-
fed to the chickens.
Which is really strange because it is a grain.
I know. They'll eat any of the grains. So I don't know why. They'll also eat corn. But in Farm Sim, maybe that's because of how they do things in Germany or something. Maybe they don't feed those things to them in Germany. But in the U.S., we feed corn more than anything to chickens.
Yeah. Well, in Germany, it's
At
more
least
of
in my area.
It's more of a beef. They do more. Sorry, pigs. It's more of a pig country. Germany is. They do a lot of pigs. That's why there's loads of sausages and all sorts.
You're funny, Scorp. Alright, so we'll do wheat in this field. We'll do oats across the road in 52. And the little field 50 there, we can make that alfalfa or clover. Or whatever we want.
Sure, whatever you fancy.
Holy crap, we've been going for an hour and 25 minutes already.
I know. Well, no, hour and 17.
Mine says an hour and 25.
Mine says an hour and 17.
Yeah, it's because I started the connection, and it starts the timer then, rather than when I start streaming, which is, in my mind, a bug. When you have it all set up, but you haven't gone live yet.
Well, yeah, when you go 3, 2, 1, and you go live, I hit the buttons.
I mean, I start streaming ahead so that it has time to buffer properly, and then when I say that, I hit go live. That's why there's a time difference. But the timer shouldn't start until you actually go live, not just when you start streaming data, because that data doesn't count in the end stream. So your time is off. But I haven't bothered to file a bug report about it yet, so how can I expect them to change it? Miss Reese, what are you doing? Don't do that, please. What was that?
10,000 K. I'm on about 10,000 KPS.
15,548, 15,033, 14,968. Obviously bouncing up and down a little bit.
Yeah. But everything's fine. I've got no drop rate or anything, so yeah, I'm all good.
Same.
I'm all good.
0% drop. Unlike that one day when I had like 80-some% drop and had to reboot my computer, and that fixed it. You remember that?
Yeah.
That was weird.
I haven't found any decent maps to do.
Ray County. But everybody's doing Ray County and Judith Plains.
Well, this is it. You see, people, especially on PC, are doing, all these big maps and all that. But I need one where I'm looking for one where where I can make
Share that with me in DM, Scorp. Go ahead.
You know, I'm looking for a map where I can do paddy fields, and it's supposed, and you can do paddy fields. So I can't do any maps that's not Pacific.
Sure you can. Go do hunting panties.
I'm not going to do hunting panties.
You know that we're going to temporarily revisit Riverbend Springs when the
we know.
fish farming drops, right? Unless it happens to work on all maps.
Yes.
But even then, I want to go back and play around in that fish hatchery.
That's if it works.
It's gonna work. I have it on good authority. There's also a fish cannery that almost everyone ignored on hunting panties. Giants set every single new map up ahead of time for this, with it all disabled.
Yeah.
And it's all just going to come to life when that patch releases.
Yeah. Well, that's usually what they do. I mean, look at Grand Theft Auto. There was loads of stuff that you couldn't do, but now you can.
Scorp, there's also a butcher shop mod, if you're interested in that. I can send you a link.
It's a bit gruesome.
I wouldn't call it gruesome, I'd call it realistic.
There she was, just walking
down the street singing duet. Well, keep going. Thought we were gonna have a nice duet right there. Thanks, Scorp. If you want that butcher shop, just let me know. I'll send you a DM back after the stream, or probably on another day, because I'll probably forget about it until I go and look at your DM and be like, oh yeah. Because when we're done with the stream, I am getting off the computer. I've been on it all day.
Because he's too drunk.
No, because I've been on it all day.
Well, yeah, considering that your job is
on the computer. And I was making sure to close up everything. That's why I wasn't on early. I was making sure that everything was in a good state for the long weekend, so that hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't have any emergencies I have to get on and deal with. We all know how that works, though, right? You hope in one hand, you shit in the other, see which one fills up first.
Yeah.
I'm so
it's a
bad.
Shit fit where it.
I am too, Scorp. That's the problem. I want to go outside and work on tractors and stuff. Oh, yeah. I didn't finish answering your question, Richard. What I'm doing tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I'm working in the morning outside with Lady Metal, getting our yard in a nice state. And then
junkyard.
In the afternoon, shut up. In the afternoon, depending on how hot it is, I might still be outside. Maybe in the shed working on something. Or, if it's too hot, I'll come in and record some vintage survival. And then in the evening, I plan on having a bonfire.
Okay. So which dog is it going to be?
All of them will be outside. In their penned area, watching the fire and whining because they can't get out there with me.
Yeah. You can have some burgers.
No, I'm going to have a steak.
Okay.
A nice steak on the Barbie. No rain for us, Scorp. I'm just hoping that the wind forecast holds, because it's only supposed to be 6 to 8 mile an hour wind which is low enough to safely have a fire. The other night when I wanted to have a fire, the wind was gusting up to 20, and I'm not having a fire in the city with wind gusts like that.
No.
That's how you get in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, especially if it spreads to your trees.
Yep.
Right, that's this field is almost done. That's 2 fields I've mulched.
Good luck, Scorp. I've already got my steak. I wish I had some shrimp so I could do some surf and turf. Steak and shrimp all on the grill with some corn on the cob on the side. Oh, yum. But even without the shrimp, that sounds like a really good meal.
I got chicken nuggets. I can't afford steak. Do you realise in England
What?
they've got to put steak in? They actually put steak in lock boxes
Why?
because they get stolen.
Why?
It's like because it's almost £10 for a steak.
What kind of steak?
Usually it's either a sirloin or a rump.
Oh my god, and you're paying that much?
Yep.
Sirloin
That
here
price
is
is-
like $6.50.
Yeah, and you get bigger pieces as well, don't you?
What I have in the freezer is New York strips that I paid $7 1/4, but they're really high quality New York strips, so
Yeah. No, unfortunately, for us it's overpriced.
well, here's the trick, at least here in the States. Don't buy it at a grocery store. Buy it at a proper, good quality meat market, especially if it's a farmer-owned meat market like the one I go to. I go to a place called Bird Farm Meats. And
We have butchers.
they're amazing. Well, yeah, this is all freshly butchered meat.
Yeah, but even then they're still quite expensive. So yeah, so I got chicken nuggets tomorrow or today.
I mean, I eat cheapo food a lot, so it's a holiday. I'm going to treat myself.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you.
Ooh, ribeye. Now there's an expensive steak. Filet mignon, ribeye, and porterhouse are the 3 most expensive steaks I eat in order of decreasing price. Not that ribeye is that much cheaper than filet mignon. And I'm basing that on the per pound price, since filet mignon is way smaller of a portion than most ribeyes. So, yeah. And a porterhouse, of course, is a super T-bone. A T-bone or a porterhouse, they're the same cut through the cow. The only difference is that on the T-bone, they cut most of the filet mignon away to sell as a filet mignon, and they leave the other side of the bone, which is your New York strip. So most people don't realize that. A porterhouse or a T-bone is a New York strip on one side and a filet mignon on the other side, with the T-bone having most of the filet mignon cut away. That's why porterhouse is one of my favorite steaks. I get the best of both worlds. But a nicely marbled ribeye, God, that sounds so good. Damn you, Scorp!
With a bourbon barbecue flavour.
No, ew. I hate bourbon.
Okay.
Unless you were asking Scorp. I think he likes bourbon.
I don't mind eating with the barbecue. Well, if I want a steak, I'd like it to have no bones in it.
You're right, Scorp. It is paying for the bone, but because of the not being cut off the bone, it's cheaper than buying a filet mignon and a New York strip together without a bone, even though it's the same meat. So I'll still buy a porterhouse. Richard, I have to add a mod to this server.
No.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Oh, I do. I definitely do.
What is it?
Oh, it's a surprise.
Is it the butcher shop?
No. Good God. No, we're doing dairy cows on this.
We're doing dairy cows on this. Okay, fair enough. We're doing dairy cows.
It can be, Scorp. Plus, I can give it to a dog. They like that. I'd say ask them, but they've gone to sleep, at least two of them. And the other one's trimming her nails. If you weren't aware, Reese likes to cut her own nails by chewing them off.
Yeah, as our dog does the same. Even though we cut them, she still likes to chew her nails.
Same with Reese. She doesn't do the best job on her front nails, though, so I usually have to still cut those. But the back ones, she chews really short, and it's like, damn, dog, doesn't that hurt? Aren't you getting into that tender quick on the inside of your nail?
Yeah.
Apparently not, because she likes it. She does it. She'll sit there for 20, 30 minutes chewing on her foot.
And then she stands up and you realise she's got 3 legs.
Okay. Weirdo. I'm gonna run over some Shep. What are you doing? You're not moving.
Who?
You! Oh, now you're moving.
I'm lining up.
What's that, Scorp? And a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone? This old man came rolling home.
Can't sing that one, I don't think. I think it's racist.
Why?
I don't know yet. I ain't thought of an answer.
Dork.
But someone will. Somebody will. Somebody will.
Alright. Favorite song by Kansas?
Don't know, because I don't know the group. Or if I do, or if I have heard a song of theirs, then I didn't know it was that group.
Scorp, I'm sure, knows Kansas.
I know one song. No. Somewhere over.
That's not the band Kansas.
Oh, okay. It was made in Kansas.
Nice! Scorp says, carry on my wayward son. So, my favorite by Kansas is a tie between Carry On Wayward Son and Dust in the Wind.
Carry On My Wayward Son? That's not Kansas, is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I always thought that was the other one. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Like I say, I know songs, but sometimes I don't know the who sang them.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest.
You know
Don't you
that's a
cry
theme
no
song.
more.
You know that you know that's a theme song to Supernatural.
No, I've never watched that show. I don't watch TV. Boy, this lag is murdering me tonight.
I've been fine so far.
I would say that's their two best songs. Both of them sung by Steve Walsh, who's not their normal lead singer, and is no relation to another famous singer from the same time period, Joe Walsh. No relation, despite the same last name.
Everybody's heard about the bird. Bird, bird, bird,
The bird is the word. Yep, that's a good song too. It's a dorky song, but a good song.
The only reason why I know it's because I've watched so many Vietnam films and it's in one of them.
Yeah, that's in... I think that's in Full Metal Jacket. During one of the helicopter rides.
Yeah.
Specifically, one of Joker's helicopter rides, I believe. But I could be mistaken. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Although D'Angelo
Go ahead.
did a good job for his character because he had to add the extra weight.
You mean D'Onofrio?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Vincent D'Onofrio is a great actor. I think he's very underrated. I loved him in Law and Order Criminal Intent. I loved him in Full Metal Jacket. I loved him as the alien in the original Men in Black. Edgar. The Edgar suit.
Yeah. And also, he was very good at playing Thor.
Huh?
He played Thor.
No.
Yep.
When?
He played Thor. The Incredible Hulk TV series?
Never watched it.
Yeah. I'm sure he played Thor on that.
Alright, so let's dip back into the 70s again. Iron Maiden, favorite song?
Virus? Or Where Eagles Dare? Bring your daughters to the slaughter. They're all Bruce Dickinson. Well, majority of them are Bruce Dickinson.
No, they're all Bruce Dickinson singing.
Not. Yes, or could have gone Iron Maiden.
Aces High is a good one, Scorp.
Number of the Beast.
Number of the Beast is also a good one. But my favorite is Run to the Hills.
Oh, I say that to my wife. Run to the hills, run from your wife.
It shocks me that he can go from so low to so high. He's got an incredible vocal range. He's very talented. He's also the pilot of their plane, and has been basically ever since the death of Leonard Skinner in a plane crash. He said, because that was caused by the pilot, he said, that's never going to happen here. I'm going to fly my guys. And he went and got his pilot's license, became a certified pilot for that type of jet, and has flown their jet ever since. The Trooper's another good one. You like all the same ones I do, Scorp.
Raise the Mariner.
I don't know that I know that one. The title is not familiar.
Really?
Are you sure it's not Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, here we go. Here's a band that has a lot of good music to choose from. The Eagles. What is
Okay,
your favorite
Hotel
Eagles
California?
song?
Hotel California.
Yep, I heard you. Waiting for Scorp.
Everyone's going to say that because that's the only one people know.
That's not the only one people know.
It's the only one I know anyway.
Hmm. I'm still waiting for Scorp. Tell me what his favorite Eagles song is.
Hotel California.
Plenty of room at the Hotel California.
You know it's getting dark.
I do see that, which is telling me that we should be close to the end of the stream.
Yeah, we still got 15 minutes. So no bunking off early.
We'll just turn the time down. Really, Scorp? You don't like anything else from them? I think I found more animals. No, that's some bushes. Okay.
So what's he put?
Hotel California live on that one specific version of that album, which I don't know what he means by that.
Okay, so it's a live album then.
And I don't actually like the live version that I've heard, so. Oh, see, my favorite by them is The Long Run.
How does that go?
I can't even sing it to you right now. I'm terrible unless I'm actually listening to the song.
Who sang The Horse with No Name?
I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. Felt good to be out of the rain. Son of a...
Yep.
Is that Africa? Or Toto? Toto, the same ones who sang Africa. I think that's Toto.
No.
Nope. Okay, who is it?
No. It's an American band. From the 60s.
Okay, obviously I don't know who it is off the top of my head.
Oh, fair enough.
If Mother Metal was on, she'd spit it right out. She's really good at music trivia from that era.
Yeah.
Anything from the 50s through the 90s, she's pretty good with for any kind of rock and roll.
Right, this field is now...
Are you going to tell me who it is?
No, because I can't remember. That's why I'm asking you.
You ass.
Again, another...
Oh, the name of the band is America.
There you go. Someone's Googled it.
Yes.
I'm the horse with no name. Yeah, to see back in the rain. Right, I am taking the... Wow. So it looks like you've missed a bit, but it's not. It's that group of chickens in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Right, that's another field mulched.
I don't think we can continue at this light level. I cannot see where I've been.
I can continue.
I can continue too.
It's called put your lights on.
That too. Wow, I'm doing terrible here.
He's too drunk to continue, folks.
Oh, will you quit saying I'm drunk? Good grief.
Is that all I get? Is a good grief?
Shame on you. What else do you want?
I was waiting. I wanted a good gravy.
No, there's no good gravy here. Just a Reese asking to go outside.
And as your catchphrase is, "See you on the next one."
Oh, are we quitting?
No, just saying. That's your catchphrase, isn't it?
Sort of. My it's not really a catchphrase, it's just my outro. Thank you all for watching, and as always, I will see you on the next one.
Exactly. That's your catchphrase.
No. A catchphrase is something that you say all the time, not just at the end of the video. Oh, shush, doggos. Big crybabies.
You've missed a bit of the grass.
Yeah, there was something parked there. And I had no interest in going back to fix it.
There you go. So what are we doing with this?
Putting it in our from Omatana fermenting silo.
Rightio. Okay, and how's the other stuff? Is that fermented?
Oh. I doubt it.
Are you... Because it's quick. And we know it's quick.
But I doubt it's all done.
You'll be surprised.
Pleasantly so, I guess. No, there's still some left. Oh no, there's not. I lie. The productions have stopped.
Yeah, so there's money wasted.
Not enough to matter. Her productions are super cheap to run.
Oh! That came at a bit of a surprise. We're definitely going to have to up this.
Up what?
Its intake.
Never.
The TARDIS.
I know what you're talking about. I said never. Ooh, big lag.
Yeah, I know. Oh, there it is.
All right. So we just did some classic bands, mixture of regular classic rock and classic heavy metal. Let's jump a little newer. Will you shush? Don't talk to me like that, Miss Reese. That's rude. You can wait 7 more minutes.
Unfortunately, you're going to have to be on yours. I really never listened to anything after the 1990s.
Well, good for you. This band was in the 1990s. We are talking about Tool.
Never heard of them.
Maynard and his Tool.
I mean, I don't mind the Prodigy, Firestarter. I'll go with Firestarter. No, sorry, I'll tell a lie. Mallory Manson.
Marilyn Manson.
Yeah,
Disgusts
he was the
me.
last. He was the last person that I think of around that era that I listened to, but I didn't listen to him till in the 2010s.
Yeah, he disgusts me.
When I got older, I think I started to appreciate the music.
Oh man, you guys are missing out. Scorp says he's never really listened to Tool either.
Yeah, like I say, anything after the 90s, forget it.
So, 3 songs to listen to by Tool, and they are my 3 favorites. Schism, 46 and 2, and Lateralis. All 3 of them are amazing songs. Avoid Stinkfist, because it's exactly like what it sounds like. It's a song about sticking a fist in someone's stink hole.
Ass. It's called
Yeah.
fisting.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Yeah. So women like it.
So how about 9 Inch
Same as
Nails then?
No, don't like them. I don't like thrash metal or death metal or any stupid name metal.
They aren't that.
I'm more of your soft rock. And no, I will not listen to Judas Priest because the lead singer is gay.
So what? Who cares? The music's still good.
No, I don't. I've never really liked it. I think the only number.
Okay.
Why is there?
All right, Scorp. What's your favorite song by Disturbed then? My 9 Inch Nails songs are Head Like a Hole and The Hand That Feeds. Head like a hole, black as your soul. I'd rather die than give you control.
Like I say, none of that is my cup of tea.
Bow down before the one you serve. You're going to get what you deserve.
I kick up the ass like you know. I'm gonna get my fist and shove it where the sun don't show.
Ew.
Fist me, baby, fist me hard.
I thought you were gonna go all Britney Spears on us there for a minute. Fist me, baby, fist me one more time. All right, come on, Scorp. What's your favorite Disturbed song? Yes, I agree, Scorp. Judas Priest, the entire Painkiller album was stunning.
Again, not my cup of tea.
Down with the Sickness is a good one. My favorite Disturbed song is actually a cover. Two different covers are on my top favorite songs by them. One covers the band Genesis, and one covers Simon and Garfunkel. Can you name both of those songs? I bet Richard likes Simon and Garfunkel.
I do. I like Simon and Garfunkel. I've got the film The Graduate.
Scorpion is a winner. Land of Confusion by Genesis and Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel. Both covered amazingly, perfectly, beautifully by Disturbed. You were going to say something?
Well, you see, for me, for Genesis, it's going to be Selling England by the Pound.
Yeah, of course it would be.
Or Nursery Rhymes.
Yeah, David Draymond's voice just fits so perfectly for Sound of Silence. I wouldn't say better than the originals for either one, Scorp. I would say equal to the originals. Equal but different. Making both the original versions of both of those songs and the covers beautiful, beautiful songs. Another band that has done some amazing covers of old music in a metal format is Godsmack. They did Come Together and oh crap. Hold on, give me a moment. I just lost it.
Smash my balls in your face?
No. It's Oh, and the video for Land of Confusion by Disturbed is spot on too, especially with the 80s art style cartoon. Oh, good grief. I've lost my train of thought.
I like Peter Gabriel.
Good Times, Bad Times. That's the other one that Godsmack covered.
Good times, bad times.
You know, I've had my share. Well, my woman left home with a brown-eyed man, and I still don't seem to care. Yeah, that one.
I prefer the original.
Yeah, but have you ever heard the Godsmack version?
No, you're all right.
See, you don't know what you're missing because you haven't bothered to expose yourself to it, so you don't know whether it's good or not.
I don't fancy being arrested, thank you very much.
That makes no sense, but okay. Yes, the Alien Ant Farm version of Smooth Criminal was better than the original because Michael Jackson sucks.
Oh God, yeah. He does. He does a lot of sucking.
We're not talking about what... I was going to say, we're not talking about his pedophiliac activities.
That's why he killed himself.
We don't need Richard exposing himself. Damn, Richard. Scorp just threw you under the bus, man. How'd that feel?
I'm planning on being the naked farmer, and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to be naked.
You would. You would. I think I turned that corner a little early. I missed a bit. I'll have to go back and fix that. Plus all of this. I don't know what that's all about. Uh-oh. The big twins left. They must really need to go O-U-T-S-I-D-E.
I think on that note, do you think we're going to call it?
No. I'm going to finish seeding this field. They can sit over there at the top of the stairs and wait patiently. Right. I've been catering to them all day.
Is it the point of owning is a dog, so you've been told what to do?
You're funny. Scorp says that he plans on being naked most of the 4th since he's home alone. Even home alone, I don't hang around naked. I have too many dogs with too sharp of claws, especially those little babies. Man, they hurt when they claw you.
And you don't fancy him licking the old hairy veg there?
No. No, I don't, you pervert. Hairy veg.
I like that.
Wow.
Yeah. They might think, oh, some meatballs.
Yeah, that would hurt. Chomp! Because that's what I would get. Little razor fang sugar down there going chomp. Well, I gotta basically go all over to the end of the field. Damn. Yep, Indestructible's another good one. The Fire. What's the other one that has the same dark superhero character from Land of Confusion? There's another one that has him in it, in the video. I can't remember what it is right now. But that one's pretty good too.
Now, when you say Land of Confusion, are you talking about the Genesis?
Yeah, we said Genesis cover. Cover of the Genesis song, Land of Confusion.
That was from the album Invisible Touch, if I remember correctly.
I don't know what album that was from. I just know that it's about the fear of Ronald Reagan pushing the nuke button.
Oh, yeah. What, the actor?
You're funny. Thunderstruck by AC/DC is great also, I agree.
Yes, Thunderstruck, yes. I like all of AC/DC's albums. I've got all of AC/DC's albums.
They had some real bombs in there, though. Some ones that were pretty
Not really.
terrible.
No, I still liked them. I still liked them all.
To each his own,
Like Sink
but
the Pink. Like Sink the Pink.
that's an okay song. I'm talking about albums that were bombs. Like Blow Up Your Television. There weren't really any hits off that album.
No, but I still liked it. It's something to listen to in the car when I'm driving.
And I think The Razor's Edge, I'm pretty sure there was only like one good song.
Mistress for Christmas. I want a mistress for Christmas.
I don't know that.
That's from Razor's Edge.
Okay, I'm just telling you I don't know it. It's been 30 years since I listened to that song. Or to that album, rather.
I mean, I like Led Zeppelin.
Love Led Zeppelin. Basically everything they ever did.
Then of course, I think after the fourth album, they did start going downhill.
Yeah, Razor's Edge itself was a good song, Scorp, but it wasn't like a top the charts hit or anything like Thunderstruck was. This Cedar's drifting. It's moving on its own.
Angus Young has to do a special warm up to perform that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his brother has been replaced because of health issues.
Because of it. Yeah. Well, I thought Brian Johnson wasn't going to do it anymore because of his hearing.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Not unless he's wearing earmuffs.
Well, they have those new earplug things that a lot of the musicians are using that block like 90% of the sound. Anyway, I am done. Are we going to call it there?
Yeah, I'm just going to run up to here and then I'm going to start from this corner here. But yeah, we're going to call it a night.
All right, sounds good.
I'm feeling a bit
tired?
What's the word?
Sleepy?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little sleepy. And yeah, we're getting around pretty good now.
Yep. All right, and on that note, I'd like to thank you all for watching. And as always, I will see you on the next one. You're welcome, Scorp.
And I will say to everyone else, yes, thank you all for watching. Please join in. If you don't subscribe, please do so. If you just leave us a like, that'd be great. Until the next time, take care. Good night.